Hi, everybody. Mischa here with Word of the Day, and there it is, Sobriquet. What does this word, sobriquet, mean? Nickname. It's a synonym for nickname. Where does it come from? It comes from where so many of our words in English come from. We stole it from the French. How could we not? It's so pretty. Anyway, how it comes into English is actually pretty scandalous. So let me tell you what happened. In 1619, a man named George Buck writes a history book called The Life of Richard III. Okay, fine. But 27 years later, in 1647, his great nephew takes that book, plagiarizes it, chops it into pieces, pulls out all the sources, puts bogus sources in because he realizes that it's only half as long now. And that is where we get the word sobriquet. And so I suppose he can be forgiven on the basis of that. But it took until the 1970s to actually restore that original work. Now, how can we use sobriquet today? Very easy. How about this? The Nazis had very descriptive sobriquets, the prominent Nazis. So there was, of course, Dr. Joseph Mengele, the Angel of Death. There was the Butcher of Lyon, the Butcher of Warsaw, the Butcher of Prague. Oh, they had lots of butchers. So the other day, when I saw our head of Homeland Security standing in front of that concentration camp in Salvador wearing a $60,000 Rolex and a cosplay outfit, I thought, Christy the puppy killer needs a new sobriquet. And finally, speaking of sobriquets, you could hear Looney crying there. How about this? This is our last one for Women's History Month, and that is for Florence Nightingale, who really began the profession of nursing. In the mid-1800s, she was very upset because in the Crimean War, 60% of the soldiers were dying from infection. So with the backing of the government and the Queen, she went to the Crimea and she faced down those very, very cruel and careless generals and saved a lot of lives. The generals may have hated her, but the soldiers loved her because every night they would see her, going from bed to bed, checking in the middle of the night, carrying her lamp to make sure the men were okay. And to this day, her sobriquet is the Lady with the Lamp. And finally, on my personal sobriquet note, I have to say one of the few enjoyable things about this historical period are the number of hilarious sobriquets given to our fearless leader. The Orange Cheeto, the Orange whatever, Menace, that was one, the Yeti, the Duck L'Orange. My personal favorite, however, comes from my friend Laird, who said, "He is the ruler of all Bulgaria." My favorite sobriquet for our current fearless leader. Now, if you like this, tune in tomorrow and use sobriquet in the comments, but don't get me kicked off the platform, okay? See you later.